Ever wondered why some people seem unfazed by life's challenges while others crumble under pressure? This difference often lies in how we perceive and respond to the world around us. Stoic philosophy, an ancient school of thought, may hold the key to unlocking this mystery. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. It's about understanding that our power lies within, not in external circumstances. This philosophy encourages us to face life's trials with courage and resilience, transforming perceived weaknesses into strengths. In a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable, Stoicism provides a compass to navigate uncertainty. It offers a path to inner strength, enabling us to stand firm in the face of adversity. So, are you ready to tap into your inner power, to transform your weaknesses into strengths? In the following minutes, we will unravel how to harness this power to stop being weak. Let's dive into a tale of resilience and strength, a story of a famous personality who overcame their weaknesses through Stoicism. Our protagonist is James Stockdale, a U.S. Navy Vice Admiral and a prisoner of war during the Vietnam War. Stockdale's journey is one that speaks volumes about the power of the human spirit and the unyielding resolve that Stoicism can foster. Stockdale was captured by the enemy and spent 7 long years in a Vietnamese prison, a place where hope was scarce and despair was the daily bread. In the face of such adversity, it would have been easy for him to succumb to weakness, to let the harsh reality chip away at his spirit. But Stockdale was not one to bow down. He had a secret weapon, a philosophy that he had adopted long before he was captured: Stoicism. The principles of Stoicism, a philosophy founded in the 3rd century BC, were his guiding light in the darkness. He realized that while he had no control over his situation, he had absolute control over his response to it. He chose to see his imprisonment not as a punishment, but as a test of his character. He embraced the hardships, the pain, and the uncertainty, using them to fuel his resolve and strengthen his spirit. What exactly is Stoicism, and how can it help us overcome our weaknesses? Stoicism, at its core, is a philosophy born in ancient Greece, championed by the likes of Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius. It's a philosophy that thrives on self-control, resilience, and a clear understanding of our place within the world. To put it simply, Stoicism is about understanding what we can and cannot control. It teaches us to focus our energy on things within our control and to let go of those beyond our control. This might sound like a simple concept, but its implications are profound. Consider this. We often find ourselves troubled by external events or circumstances. We fret over the weather, traffic, or the opinions of others, all things that we have little to no control over. Stoicism teaches us to redirect that energy towards our own actions, thoughts, and behaviors, which are squarely within our control. In terms of overcoming weaknesses, Stoicism offers a robust framework. It encourages us to accept our weaknesses, not as inherent flaws, but as aspects of ourselves that we can work on. Stoicism doesn't promise an easy journey. Rather, it presents a path of self-improvement through understanding, acceptance, and continuous effort. Stoicism also promotes equanimity, the ability to remain calm and composed in the face of adversity. Our reactions to life's challenges are often our greatest weaknesses. We may respond with anger, fear, or despair, emotions that cloud our judgment and prevent us from making rational decisions. Stoicism teaches us to master these reactions, to view challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth. Moreover, Stoicism values virtue above all else, teaching us to act with wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By practicing these virtues, we learn to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. So Stoicism isn't just about enduring hardships. It's about transforming them into stepping stones to becoming better versions of ourselves. By adopting Stoicism, we can learn to master our reactions to life's challenges. Now that we understand the principles of Stoicism, how can we apply them to our daily lives? Well, let's start with the concept of mental toughness. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. Your initial reaction might be frustration or anger, but a Stoic would view this differently. They would recognize that the traffic is beyond their control, and thus, not something to become upset about. Instead, they might use this time to listen to an audiobook or practice mindfulness, turning an inconvenience into an opportunity. This brings us to our second point, mindfulness. Mindfulness is the ability to be fully present and engaged in the moment, removing the clutter of external distractions. Let's say you're at work and you're tasked with a challenging project. You might feel overwhelmed and stressed. But if you practice mindfulness, you can focus solely on the task at hand, breaking it down into manageable parts. This not only reduces stress, but also increases productivity and satisfaction. Now let's talk about acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean resigning yourself to a life of mediocrity or giving up when things get tough. Quite the opposite. Acceptance in Stoicism is about acknowledging reality as it is, not as we wish it to be. For instance, if you're going through a tough breakup, you might wish things were different. But a Stoic would accept the situation and use it as a chance to grow, to learn, and to become stronger. So how to apply these principles in everyday life? Start small. Choose one aspect of your life where you can practice mental toughness. Maybe it's during your morning commute, or perhaps it's dealing with a difficult coworker. Then begin to incorporate mindfulness into your day. This could be as simple as taking 5 minutes to meditate or to focus solely on your breath. And finally, practice acceptance. The next time you face a challenge, instead of wishing things were different, accept the situation as it is and look for ways to grow from it. Remember, Stoicism isn't about being emotionless or indifferent. It's about understanding what is in our control and what isn't, and focusing our energy on the former. It's about being resilient in the face of adversity and finding peace and acceptance. And remember, practicing Stoicism isn't a one-time thing, it's a lifelong journey. You won't become a perfect Stoic overnight. But with patience, practice, and persistence, you can start to see the world differently. You can start to see challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth. So give it a try. Start today. Start now. You might be surprised at how powerful these simple principles can be. And remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about making progress, one step at a time. Remember, the power to overcome your weaknesses lies within you. Let's take a moment to recap what we've learned today. We've embarked on a journey of self-discovery, delving into the deep well of Stoic philosophy, and extracted precious nuggets of wisdom that can help us stop being weak. Firstly, we discovered the power within us. Each one of us possesses an indomitable spirit that, when channeled correctly, can overcome any adversity. We learned that weakness is not a condition, but a state of mind, and that by harnessing our inner strength, we can rise above our perceived limitations. Next, we explored the unyielding strength of the Stoics. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy born in the heart of Athens, teaches us to accept the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. The Stoics believed in embracing life's challenges, not running from them, and it's this resilience that we can adopt to stop being weak. Moving on, we delved into the core principles of Stoicism. The 4 virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance form the bedrock of this philosophy. These virtues remind us that our reactions to life's challenges are within our control, and by practicing them, we can transform our weaknesses into strengths. Finally, we discussed practical steps to apply Stoicism to our daily lives. We learned that by acknowledging our feelings without letting them control us, focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we can't, and viewing every challenge as an opportunity to grow, we can adopt the Stoic mindset and stop being weak. So as we wrap up this enlightening journey, let's remember to carry with us the lessons gleaned from Stoic philosophy. It has shown us the path to inner strength, resilience, and self-improvement. So next time you feel weak, remember the Stoic philosophy and harness the power within you to rise above your challenges.